with this Wellnesspro compensation plan training. My name is Helen Kolbakoff. I am the project manager for Wellnesspro. I've been with the business for over 10 years and in the industry for more than 15. Seen many compensation plans, and that's why I'm excited to share our compensation plan with you, because I think it's extremely solid, and everyone says theirs is the best, but I think ours is definitely one of the best compensation plans out there. This compensation plan was designed by Dan Jensen, who is the top consultant in the direct selling industry. Dan Jensen has worked with over 60% of the volume that companies generate. So the companies he's worked with make up a total of 60% of the global volume in direct sales, which is quite impressive. He's seen a lot of compensation plans and has worked with us for over a year to develop this compensation plan. So let's dive in. By the way, we're going to have to, we're not going to have to, but we're going to try to get through all of the compensation plan within just 15 minutes. And let's see if we can do that. So the compensation on 3 key activities: sharing the product, building a team, and leading by example. In order to get to the next level, you need to master the first. And I assume that most of you listening to this compensation plan training are leaders. Chances are you've mastered the first 2, but this is still extremely important for all the newcomers and people who are new to our industry as they are coming into to the business. The plan is based on 5 golden behaviors: selling, sponsoring, building managers, building leaders, and retention. Extremely important, once again, for all of those people who are starting with their direct selling industry, because the golden behaviors teach them the behaviors they need to practice in order to advance within our company, within direct sales, and of course achieve next levels of income. Since most of you are leaders on today's call or listening to this session, I will not go into each one of them in detail, but those trainings are also available. Now, the Wellnesspro career path is broken down into 3 stages: the consultant stage, and let me see, I'm going to try to check the sound. I will try to speak closer to the microphone, but let's see, the consultant stage, the manager stage, and the leader stage. Selling and sponsoring is essential for being consultant. As you master those, you move on to being a manager when you're still selling and sponsoring, and of course, as a leader, you're building managers. So let's dive straight into the compensation plan. And we have a nice one-pager that explains all 10 different levels of income. When you first join with Wellnesspro, you're immediately entered into level override payments. However, one of the big benefits, and I would say most competitive features of the plan, is our Fast Start program. Within the first 60 days of a new member of the group joining, you receive 25% commission on all of their volume for the first 60 days. Now, this level override goes to 15% in level 2 and 10% in level 3. What's really great about this Fast Start program is even if a person hasn't, let's say you sponsor someone and they're active for the first 60 days, they fall off, but then they decide to sponsor a rock star 6 months from that point. Well, as soon as that rock star joins, their 60 days starts, and you're still getting the 15% Fast Start on their business. So this is an extremely lucrative feature, and it allows people to make money with Wellnesspro fairly quickly because the Fast Start bonuses are paid out bi-weekly, I believe. Now, let's take a look at the top ranks. As you can see, the downline volume comes into play when you are a Platinum Wellness Consultant. You need to achieve 2,000 downline volumes with a maximum of 70% of that volume coming from one leg. This is very important because we want everyone here with Wellnesspro, building a rock-solid business where it's completely diversified, and if something happens with one of your legs, your business will not suffer. You're able to build as many legs as you want in the first level, but we recommend having at least 3 strong legs. And as you can see, when you're moving up in ranks, the percentage increases of level overrides, and you get paid on deeper levels. And this is important because as you move up in ranks, of course, your organization grows and it becomes deeper, and now you're reaching further, and with each level, you get paid more and more and more. And as you become a platinum director, you get 1 share in the consistency pool that we will touch on in just a little bit. One feature that I think is really great for this initial stage of the business is the advancement rank bonus, and it's over here. Advancement rank bonuses allow you to receive a $150 bonus when you reach Platinum Wellness Consultant level, and the sponsor also gets a matching bonus of $150. For new directors, they receive one-time $500 bonus, and so do their sponsors. And this is a very, very nice feature for people moving up in ranks in the beginning stages. It incentivizes them to move quickly, and it's a nice bonus addition to their check, in addition to fast start bonuses. If this is done fairly quickly with momentum, these numbers can really add up to a nice first, second, third month income. Now, another feature of the beginning plan that we must note is the personal customer commission. Now, each wellness consultant, when joining Wellnesspro, has a 20% discount. As they enroll on an auto-ship program or attain over 200 volume points, they move up to a 30% discount. And if they attain over 400 volume points, they're now at 40% discount. And the retail commission is the difference between the discount your customer has and the discount you have. So potentially you can earn up to 40% spread on those sales. Additionally, if you purchase 3 canisters of shake in the beginning of the month because you need those, and then you have 3 active customers who get you up and over the 400 point threshold, you get the difference back in a rebate form that also adds to your check, which is quite great in terms of all the different types of incomes you receive on your first check with Wellnesspro. Now let's talk about PRV, personal retail volume. As you may assume, PRV is your personal volume and the volume of your personally sponsored customers or personally recruited customers. And that makes up all of these figures. Now let's try to move on to the next part of the plan, the generation override. So as the leader progresses, the first leadership stage is the vice president. The downline volume requirement is 15,000. The maximum per leg is 60%, so 60% of the volume. So up to 60% of the volume can come from one leg. And here is where people start beginning to get generational overrides. So on top of all of these level overrides, you're also getting a generational override, and each generation is based on platinum director rank. And one of the great features of this compensation plan, and this compensation plan was designed with leaders in mind, is that as you grow your business, the percentages grow. So it's not like you make 5% of 100,000, 5% of 200,000. The more you generate, the higher percentage you receive, which is extremely lucrative for all of the leaders out there, and in terms of your reach and just how much your check grows with each level that you hit. So here we are at 2%, 3%, 4%. So not only are we going deeper, the percentages also increase. So this is a very capitalistic type of plan, if you will. Now, there at vice president and this leadership rank, you'll also start getting a a bonus for a car. So it's a $300 to $1,200 bonus within these ranks, and this is for a lease or purchase of a Mercedes-Benz. And you can start receiving that as soon as you hit a vice president level and qualify with the 20,006 level, 20,000 in first 6 levels. You'll also receive the consistency pool shares. And consistency pool shares, basically, it's a 1% of quarterly sales that is divided between the recipients of these shares in the consistency pool. So let's say you have 2 shares, there's 10 shares total. Well, you're entitled to 1/5 of 1% of the entire company's sales for that quarter. That's paid out quarterly, and it's a very nice bonus. Another great feature of this compensation plan are the generational check matches. So you receive 15% check match when you get up to Emerald Vice President on your first generation. So in addition to the level overrides, in addition to the generational overrides, you get a 15% check match, and this one increases to up to 30% when you are Royal Presidential Diamond. And this is huge, huge money, huge income in the millions. And as you can see, the potential with this compensation plan is practically limitless. So let me pause there. And if you want to take a second, just take a look again. Look over this piece of, I don't want to say piece of paper, but these 10 ways of getting paid. This is an extremely well-designed tool that allows you to easily explain the compensation plans to both leaders and the newcomers alike. And you can easily see how a person progresses through from consultant stage to, here's the consultant stage, to manager stage, to leader stage. With that said, we hope you enjoyed this brief overview of the compensation plan. We also have a 60-page design document if you're interested in diving into more details. I think that this one is pretty easy to understand and has all of that information, but in case you're interested, we have that as well. Please feel free to reach out to the person that brought you to today's call or myself at HelenK@wellnesspro.com. HelenK@wellnesspro.com, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. So we finished the entire call in just 14 minutes, and that's just how easy it is to explain this seemingly complex compensation plan. Thank you and have a great day.